Hi guys, Varun here. So in this video we'll see about how we can log into community without entering our password. So this is my community. If you see here, I have a screen which is asking me to enter the username and password and just click on login. So but my requirement here is without entering the username and password, I should be able to log into community. So I should have a box which will ask for the email, and if I click on if I enter my email which is tied to my user, I should be able to log into my community. So in order to achieve that, Salesforce automatically provide a functionality called as login discovery. So I'm gonna paste this link in the description box. You can just go through it to get the more information about it. We can use login discovery to simplify the login. So let's proceed with our demo here. So I'll just go back to my Salesforce instance. Just click on settings, go to setup, and in the setup box just type communities. In the setup box just type communities, and here click on all communities. And you can see here two actions. One is workspaces and builder. Just click on workspaces and click on administration. You can see a section called as login and registration. Click on this section and just scroll down, and you can see a section login page setup. So under this section there are like four login page types. So one is default page, another is login discovery page, and experience builder page, and Visualforce page. So here we're going to select login discovery page. Okay, so once you select this login discovery page, so we have another field called as login prompt. So basically it's like a label that appears above the login field. So I'm gonna allow the user to enter the email. So that's the reason I'll just give the text as enter email. Yes, so enter email. So this is login discovery handler is an Apex class which is automatically generated by the Salesforce. So if you want to create a new login discovery class, so Salesforce will automatically create a new Apex class for me. And also you can see another field called as execute login as. So execute login as is like an user to run the login handler. So user to run the login handler, we have to give the user for it. As of now I just given my system admin user, so this is my system admin user. Yes, done. So just click on save here. Yeah, and also once you go back to my community here, so it's taking some time. Yeah, now my settings are saved, and just go back to your community, and if you refresh this page here, it's just asking me for the email. And in Salesforce, we have two verification type. So Salesforce provides two verification methods. One is email and other is phone. You can just get more details in the official documentation. So this is the login discovery. In the official documentation, like you can see here, there are like two verification method. One is through email and another is through phone. So once you enter this email, and make sure the email which you enter should be unique. So the email should be unique across your org in the user object. In order to use login discovery, email should be unique. So if I enter email and just click on login, our login handler class will just fetch the user from it and just send a verification code to email or our phone. So like there are like two verification type. One is phone and another is email. And once you enter the email, automatically a verification code is sent to your email or phone. In order to support text message verification, we have to purchase a license for identity verification credits. So you can see here the same message is displayed here. To support text message verification, we have to purchase a license. Like we have to purchase a license for identity verification credits. And you can get more details in this documentation. I'm gonna just paste this documentation link in the description box. Yes, so now as of now I'm using the email verification code. And if you go back to your administration tab here, you can see here this is the login discovery handler class which has been generated by the Salesforce here. I'll just try to open this Apex class. Just copy this name and go back to your developer console. Click on file, open. In the class, just enter this name. So this is the standard Apex class generated by the Salesforce here, and you can see there is a method called as login here. So whenever I enter the email and just click on login, so this method will be executed here. So identifier is nothing but the email which we are gonna enter in this box. and you can see here, so based on the email, so based on the email it is querying the user record and just sending for the verification code. So you can see here, if the user dot size is equal to 1, then only it's sending the verification code. I mean, if there are like multiple users found with the same email address, it's just throwing an email like no unique user found. That's the reason email should be unique in users across the org. So make sure email should be unique here. So now this is the standard controller. Yes, so what I'll do is I'll just enter my email here. I enter the email which is tied to my user, and after clicking on login, so you can see here a verification code is sent to my email here. I have to enter the verification code and just click on verify in order to log into to my community. So I'm going to enter my verification code. So this is my verification code and just click on verify, and I was able to log into my community. So this is my community. So in this way we can use our email address and use login discovery to simplify our login. So now it's okay. So I have login with my email, but I have to log in with my any ID number. So for every user there should be an ID card number or something like that. So based on that ID number, I should be able to log into my community. So in order to do that, we'll do one thing here. Just we'll create a custom field in user and make sure that that field should be unique. So go back to your Salesforce instance. So this is my Salesforce instance. And if you go back to object manager here, and in the object manager, just search for user here. And this is my user here. And go back to fields and relationship. And also I already created a user ID field, user ID number here. So we'll just make use of this field. So this is like a user ID number which should be unique. So based on this number, user can easily log into my community. So instead of email, I'm going to use this user ID number. So before that, if you go back to our community here, so here the label says like you should enter email. So I just want to change this label like enter user ID number. So in order to do that, go back to your Salesforce instance and just go back to your community administration, and in the login and registration section there is a field called as login prompt. So you can see here label that appears above the login field. That means label that appears above the login field. So this is the field. We can just change this text to like enter user ID number. Yes. And if I go back to a community, before that just save these settings, click on save. Yes, our settings has been successfully saved, and just go back to your community and just refresh this page here. And you can see here the label has changed like enter user ID number. So we'll do one thing here. This should be unique. The user ID number should be unique. So I'll go back to my Salesforce instance and I'll go back to my user record. So this is my user record, and you can see here when I click on edit, I have a field called as user ID number. I have a field called as user ID number. So this is the user ID number. I'll just give some value here like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So based on this number, I should be able to log into my community and just click on save. So my user record is updated successfully. Now you can see here in the Apex class which is generated by the Salesforce here. Here you can see the identifier. So identifier, if it's email, right? So it's checking for the email, but we have to replace here we have to replace the email with our identification number here. So go back to your user object, or else go back to your user object, just search for a user object and get the API name of the field which you created. So user ID number is my API name. Just copy this number and paste it here and paste it in here. So based on the user ID number, it gonna fetch the user record. So you can see here, I'll just enter the user ID number, and developer and this method is executed, and this method will gonna get me the user with the user ID number which is entered by the user. So this how it flows. And also you can see here there are like the first thing is verification using email. So all these things happen here, verified email, and if you want, if for the SMS thing, this will be executed. And also here you can see here this statement is not required here. Why? Because we are not passing any email here to validate the email. So just remove this statement as well. Yes. Now all done. So now we should able to log into community based on this user ID number. So I'll do one thing here. So I'll go back to my community page. So this is my community page, and just refresh this page. And I'll just enter the user ID number which is given in the user record. So if you go back to my user record, so this is the user ID number which I given for this user. I'll just copy this and just go back to your community and just paste it here and just click on login. So once I click on login, it's again asking for me the verification code, but this time we did not enter the email. We did not enter the email. Based on the ID number, we are fetching the user in the standard Apex class. And like there are like I was saying, like there are like two verification methods. One is email and other is phone. So based on that, we can just log into Salesforce. So this is my verification code here. I just entered my verification rule and just click on verify here. So once I click on verify, I was able to log into my community. So this is my community. So in this way, we can make use of login discover and make our login simplify easier. And also we can just log into community without entering username and password. Thanks for watching.